Friends, hello, what is up? Let's talk about Fubo. So let me go ahead and underline what I'm about to say here because obviously, let me get comfy. I'm gonna take heat from both sides here. I'm about to get, wrung through the mud with people that love Fubo and people that are so PO'd with Fubo and can't stand it at this point are gonna wring me too. So let's just dig into it. And I do want to preface this with I am still actively investing in Fubo, but I am clenching tight right now because I am a little worried. And let's talk about why so I feel that way. All right, friends. Once again, thank you so much for clicking on the video. You're listening to me yap again. I wanted to get this video out here because people have been asking me, am I still in Fubo? What do I think with it and what's going on here? And I think the underlying thing right now that is going on, and I was saying this 3 months ago, what we're seeing right now with Fubo is that obviously they are in this huge freaking lawsuit right now with Disney, and it's literally a David and Goliath situation. And I think it's pretty obvious that Disney is I think they're Goliath, but Goliath gets beat. So hopefully that's what happens here. But Disney is a huge corporation with plenty of money just to set on fire and wipe their, butts with. And Fubo is a company that's doing very well, doing amazingly with quarterlies, projection into next year, really, really good. Problem is, what I'm concerned about as an active investor with them, and I think most people are, is like, how long can they keep up this lawsuit going? Because this is costing them quite a bit of money. And I'm almost wondering with this lawsuit that they're in with Disney, Disney's like, listen, we're going to win this eventually. We're going to do something. We're just waiting them out and we're just draining them with money right now. And that's kind of like we're just holding siege on this situation right now. So they're holding siege pretty much on the stock price because they see that Fubo is just falling apart right now. Now, with that too, there's a huge army of people that are for Fubo. They're like buy, hold, completely get why. And because you're buying into a company that is doing well with quarterlies. Yes, they're still not doing well with money, trying to pay off debt, trying to get out of debt. But this is happening slowly. But this stock situation is getting very scary, and that's where people are starting to go like, you know what? There's a lot of other investments out there that are doing very well and where I can put my money. And, that's really, that's the scary part with Fubo right now, that people are just like giving up, and I can't blame people for that whatsoever. We have investors and firms buying Fubo still and selling Fubo, and I'll put a little bit of this up there so you can see it, but some of this is new, not really new. Kind of talked about this, but this is recent stuff with Fubo getting bought up by investment firms or things like that. But obviously the CEO has recently sold some shares too. They've been fairly quiet when it comes to what is going on with this lawsuit. We really have not heard much. So this has left this void in the stock right now where we are not seeing support in the stock. The company itself is doing decent for a stock that's, right above $1 share price and that has high potential, especially when all these these investment firms are coming out and they say, hey, this is an undervalued stock. This should be at $2, $3, even $2.00 minimum at this point. But we're just not seeing investor support with this right now. And like I said, this is made different camps in Fubo right now where you have investors who are risking a whole lot with huge upside potential. I made a video like a month or two ago where I said like Fubo here has potential to make people extremely rich, like extremely rich. It's one of the most 50-50 shots right now. It's almost a freaking gamble at this point. I don't know that it's investing at this point. It's like it is strictly gambling at this point because we're waiting on this lawsuit for something to happen here. But it's a 50-50 shot. Is it going to 3x, 5x, 10x? It could do that if we do see it get past this lawsuit and we find ourselves in a bull market in the next 6 months here. The problem is with the continued selling and the downfall of the share price, this worries investors like myself, where we could start to talk about, a reverse split, and that would destroy everyone's position to where we would never get out of it, in any kind of considerable time with Fubo if they were to do that. Now, that's not being talked about whatsoever, so I'm not trying to spread rumors, because that's not being talked about. But honestly, nothing's being talked about right now other than their last quarterly was good. They passed it, and we're hoping this next quarterly does well too. So we're seeing Fubo come out with good quarterlies, good subscriber count. It's increasing every quarterly. And, paying off debt and hopefully being a debt-free company here sooner than later. So these are things that are positive, that are good, that, whoever taught you how to invest told you these things. These are companies. These are the kind of companies that you invest in. So right now, it's really just this waiting game, and this is where people are getting scared right now, and you can't blame them. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's really worth showing a chart. I don't think it's worth showing a candlestick chart. Fubo at this point is clinching to hold above $1, and this week in the market we might see some damage in it, because Jerome Powell's going to talk. He's obviously not going to say anything good. I think we can all see that inflation is kicking back up. Gas is getting expensive again. Groceries are getting expensive again. And this is where it's at right now. So, I don't suspect the market to have a bull run anytime soon, anything like that. We probably will not see any kind of bull run until later on this year, maybe even January, because that's usually where we see runs in the market after election. So friends, all I can tell you is this is a 50-50 gamble right now. I love Fubo. I have been here for a while now. I have been trying to buy myself out of this so I can at least get out of it real fast, need be. But if we see news sooner than later where this really changes, like I said, it has huge upside potential. It's obviously an undervalued stock. No, I don't think anybody is debating that, even at the price it is right now. I think $2-3 is fair at this point for what the company has been putting out number-wise. The issue is just this: people do not like this lawsuit. The bread and butter, really, of Fubo is their sport package. That's what they sell a lot. That is like their advertisement. That's what they sell people most of the time. With Disney saying, hey, we're wanting our own sport package for even cheaper with all this other stuff attached to it, it's really concerning. And I don't know that it's even gonna matter in the end. I really don't. Like I said, my main concern is that Disney knows what they're doing here, and they are drowning the stock to where they're scaring off investors, because Disney has the means to just keep this lawsuit up in the air and keep people scared, because that's how you really attack a company. You attack the investors first. You attack the stock. And hopefully I don't get whacked for saying that by Disney, but I really think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to drown out the investors, and that is the scary part, that we will take the hit before anyone else. Friends, I wish you all the best of luck out there. Let me know what you think about Fubo. Are you holding? Did you sell out? Or are you doubling down? You're buying more because it's too juicy to just walk away from it. I know. Friends, take care. Bye-bye.